Hello everyone, this is me once again, and I want to present you another video. This time we're going to discuss talents of Restoration Druid and how to use them for PvP. What's the best PvP build that is. And I want to mention first of all that Restoration Druids were and still are probably the best healer for PvP. It's arguable there are Mistweaver monks and so on, but I still stay true to Restoration Druids. So let's get to the talent. For Tier 1, I'm taking Prosperity. It gives you another charge of Swift Mend, and you really want that instant heals for PvP. They help you out a lot. Scenarion Ward is useless. It's a useless talent for the Tire, because it offers the same healing, except over time, as Swift Mend on a longer cooldown, and it's over time once again, and just not worth it. It's just a placeholder maybe. Then we have Abundance, which is a PvE talent. You will not be able to make full use of this talent in PvE. I mean in PvP. That reduction of cost just doesn't worth it. So Prosperity, that is in Tier 1. For Tier 2, we are taking Displacer Beast because you need an escape ability, and this is a good one. It works like a blink for mages. It cleanses you of all your stuns, so it's a great one. While Charge doesn't really, it offers you much of options, but none of them are really like an escape. Well, that leap forward or leap to the alley, it's not that great. I will take Displacer Beast because it will save you from stun, and those stuns will be probably what will kill you much more often. Even though you can cast Wild Charge more often than Displacer Beast, I still go with Displacer Beast. Renewal is useless, it's an instant heal. However, you already have 2 instant heal with Prosperity. You have lots of instant cast HOTS, heals over time that is. There's absolutely no reason to waste another talent on renewal and instead take an escape ability. For Tier 3, I'm going with Guardian Affinity because in PvP you need as much damage reduction as possible so you can survive longer, especially with those rogues and warriors banging on you. Feral offers you speed, you don't really need it anytime you want. As a pro druid, you will probably know how to shift dance already, so you will not be running into issues of having the dire need for that movement speed. And Balance Affinity you really don't need, it's a PvE ability, and even then you probably don't use it in PvE, just useless for restoration. Tier 4, I'm picking Mass Entanglement once again for escape options. I run him many times into situations where melee really getting a hold on me with rogues, with double shadow step, and my Bleed Displacer Beast not being able to help me enough. I'm using Mass Entanglement to help me out there. Another good option will be Mighty Bash, but this one is more for I would say arena setup when you need to use it situationally as an escape or as a mean to stun someone for your teammate to finish them off or interrupt the heal. Typhoon is, I don't know, I don't feel well about Typhoon for restorations really. You need something extremely instant, this is something that you don't have to aim, and Typhoon for that reason just doesn't beat Mass Entanglement or Mighty Bash. For Interrupt, Mighty Bash will be even better anyways. For Tier 5, I'm picking Cultivation because it gives you, like, it's an unlimited cast every time your ally gets low and it has one of your rejuvenations on, it will kick in. So it's always on. Where Soul of the Forest, it's a nice one, but you will have like 30 seconds cooldown between casts for Soul of the Forest to kick in and be in a good shape, and especially if you're healing BGs and you're stacking up those rejuvenations on all your allies, you will make way more use on Cultivation than Soul of the Forest. Soul of the Forest you might probably use like in Tooth Arena or something, but even then Cultivation I would give a more priority, since it's multiple cost multiple times. Like, sure it doesn't stack, but still it's better. And then Tree of Life Incarnation, even though it gives you like a light boost of heals and stuff and armor, but it's such a long cooldown, and I don't feel it's worth it for a healer. Maybe in PvP, I mean in PvE when you need to fight like a dire boss situation or something, but in PvP I don't think you can do way better without this talent and just having cultivation on. And cultivation is something you don't need to keep track of. For tier 6 I'm taking germination. Having 2 rejuvenations is way better than having just 1. It's just unquestionable, it's unbeatable. Inner Peace is yeah, it's more of PvE talent, so you're not using it. And Spring Blossoms is like enhances your efflorescence. However, your efflorescence is also more of a PvE ability, and even when you stack it with where is this talent? Even if you stack it with no, where is it? This disentanglement, yeah. It's still not so good, it's quite pricey, and you cannot spam, like, even though you can spam it, you will drain your mana. It's better to not rely on that one, and still go with Germination. 2 rejuvenations, you cannot beat that. For last tier talent, I'm going for Stonebark. It's another choice for PvP. You need that damage reduction and heal increase on a constant basis with your Iron Bark, which is 1 mil cooldown. It's very convenient, it's very nice, it's like best for choice. Moment of Clarity, it's more of a PvE talent when you need it. Sure, you can use it in PvP, but much more often you will be making more use of Stonebark instead. Flourish and extends all those things for you, like heals over time, but they are pretty cheap, so they're instant cast, there's no reason for you to take the talent. Stonebark just wins by a lot in PvP perspective. Going to PvP talents. Once again, Relentless you don't take because you are too squishy. You will not be able to make full use of it unless you stick to bear form, which is not going to happen. You need to heal and you need to get out. Adaptation is a better choice. It gives you no hassle trinket out of CC. Gladiator's Medallion you take only if you need it for Arena 2200 rating and so on, for just that specific perfect timing when, you know, they try to perfectly time to lock you down and kill you, and you just pop in it and heal yourself. So that's the only case you will need it. Every other time you will be running adaptation. For tier 2, Defender for the Weak is just not good enough. You're getting that haste. You don't really need haste as a druid. All your casts are instant. Sure, it speeds up like your HUDs ticks, but it's just not useful enough. Vigor gives you more health, like more healing, every time you are over 80%, and most of the time you will be over 80%. You can self-heal yourself, so eventually you will be running it like non-stop, unless someone really decides you to focus fire you, where nothing really will be able to save you. Well, except you have that one escape, and hopefully it works. In the renewal, returns your mana, but we all know that in this expansion and few other expansions, probably ever since vanilla, you don't even stack spirit on healers anymore, or even casters for mana, because it just replenishes way too fast. You're not going to use that one. So Vigor, Vim and Vigor that is. For tier 3, once again, you're not taking displacement because it's too pricey to cast all the time, and you're probably not going to, you're going to team up in twos in arena with a more mobile damage dealer, and in threes, you know, there will be somebody else doing, you know, a good job for it. The displacement is just useless. Thorns could be good if you could take damage, but since you cannot take much damage, you can only find this useful in arenas in twos. Every other time you're not taking it, and even then there you have to perfectly time it. It's a hassle. And way more often than not, you will be finding you're in a situation where the multiple enemies are banging on you and your heals are just not enough. They just barely keep you up and you're slowly going down, and you need to win time, and that's why you take Druid of the Claw to reduce the damage from critical strikes. I mean, reduce critical strikes, and overall with the Guardian Affinity, it works out way better. so you can stay alive longer. And of course, there's a situation where you will be shifting to bear just to stay alive until, you know, your teammates will be able to help. Cyclone, it's a purely arena, like most use you will find in arena, but Cyclone is the way to go ever since its introduction in Burning Crusade. It's a very powerful CC, and this is how druids used to win those highly competitive arena matches. So get used to it, you will need it, keep using it. The other two are just roots options, which are just, they just suck. You pretty much never use roots, except that AoE roots for escape, that's pretty much it. For tier 5, I'm taking a Revitalize, because it gives you once again another heal. And it's pretty great to have some more extra heals in PvP, and this one is better than the other two. Entangling Bark could be useful to help your teammate to actually run away with roots, but you should be doing a great job healing them, and you shouldn't be teaming up with someone who really needs to run like a pussy all the time. Like, I haven't seen a good compilation where mage would work out well with a Resto druid. Mages were extremely squishy for a Resto druid to heal, first of all, so you're not teaming in arena, and in BGs it's just useless. Revitalize is better option. Nourish, same thing, heal and touch is just too long to cast, and yeah, with your HOTS being instant, you don't need Nourish, it's just wasted talent. Skipping to the last talent option, talent eye, I'm going with Focused Regrowth. I found it working better than Early Spring, which I was also considering. Focused Growth increases, like it stacks up, and it increases your healing from Life Bloom, and your Life Bloom can heal extremely good amounts, and really just stacking up with this talent and double rejuvenation on a heal on your ally team, you will not have troubles here keeping them up like at all. With just those two HOTS, it's extremely good one, and it's way better than Early Spring. Early Spring is good, but Wild Growth has a fast cast already. Like rogues and others, they have to really time their interrupt for that one, and usually they will not waste it on it. And even then, Wild Growth is too pricey to constantly be casting, so you will not be making full use of its instant cast with Early Spring anyways. Therefore, you are not taking this one, you are taking a slightly cheaper option, mana-wise, but that works way more consistent, especially for arena, where you don't have so many people to heal like in you doing BGs. This is like extremely good option. Overgrowth just gives you one of each HOT on an ally, which you don't really need to use once again, because they are not instant heals, they are they're all HOTs, and something like this, you will always be keeping up your HOTs anyways. There's no reason to use Overgrowth. So once again, you're going with Focus Row for better healing potential. Hope you like my guide. Take another look at the talent setup. I bet you will like it. You probably arrived at the same conclusion after countless battles, but those who didn't, enjoy and try it out. Have a good day.